Well, speaking of adults and moms, more than 25 million American mothers work outside the home. Now there's a new push to find jobs that work for their home life. A recent Motherhood in America survey found 34% of women did not go back to work after having their babies. The Mom Project is a Chicago-based startup that's trying to lower that number. It connects moms with employers who will work with them to keep them on the job. Allison Robinson founded the Mom Project while she was on maternity leave. It works with 75,000 job seekers and more than 1,000 companies worldwide. Allison Robinson is with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm sure there are a lot of barriers, but what are some of the biggest barriers preventing moms from going back into the workforce after having their kids?
I think first is the high cost of childcare. The average childcare cost in the U.S. ranges around $8,000 to $10,000, which is a significant percentage of many take-home earnings.
Right.
So that continues to be one. Second is inflexible work arrangements. I think many companies still very much reward an in-office work culture, which can be particularly punishing to working families. And the third is a lack of policies to really support working families in the U.S., particularly our lack of national paid parental leave.
Which is a global issue. I mean, we're one of the few countries in the Western world that don't have policies to support parents, particularly in the early years of life, and then also support childcare. As you match families with companies that might support the lifestyle they want to lead as parents, it's funny to call it a lifestyle.
Yep.
What are some of the policies you're looking for in companies that really support parents?
Yeah, so certainly benefits. Companies that offer childcare subsidies that can help alleviate that burden is really important. Family leave is very important. Fertility benefits, maternal health benefits are all really, really important. I would say the most important thing is really respect. We find so many users on our platform just don't feel respected at work. So we're really looking for the companies that we work with, that we partner with, to really respect the individuals that they're bringing into the workforce and don't just talk about diversity and inclusion, but really live those values every day.
It's so important because, you know, it's not just policies that companies have that can really help women balance work and life, but it's also those subtle things like respect, women feeling valued, even if they may not have as much time as they used to. How do you vet companies in terms of how supportive they will be of mothers, especially when you can't necessarily measure things like respect?
Yeah, so the companies that we seek out really have made public commitments to diversity and inclusion, and many of the companies that we work with actually come to us, and they're really champions of diversity and inclusion. In the U.S., over 350 executives have signed a pledge to support diversity and inclusion, and so they're really companies that respect working families and put their money where their mouth is when it comes to supporting them.
I presume this is more than a charitable act for companies, though. I mean, they recognize that you put a mom into a position, there are skills that transfer from one area of life to another, and people with broader and more interesting and varied life experiences do a better job at the office.
Absolutely, yes. Diversity has really shifted from being a social topic to a business imperative. Companies that are diverse financially outperform their more homogenous peers. So really this topic has shifted to a business imperative. Company executives, it's something that they're scorecarding, looking at very closely, but they're really struggling to put that commitment into practice. And so the Mom Project has been a really great solution for them to put action against those goals.
What is the most important thing you think a mom out there needs to know about trying to get back into the workforce?
Yeah, so I think it's really important to stay relevant. So many women think about the cost of childcare versus what they might be earning, and the math isn't breaking in their favor. Know that when you take a step out of the workforce, it's really important that you're able to demonstrate those skills that you are gaining, whether it be through volunteer work, and really show how your skills are relevant. Refresh your skills for today's economy, and really shine with confidence. It's a very tightened job market today. It's a great time to be a job seeker. And so go in with confidence. You've been raising your children. That's very important work.
It's not just having the baby and going back to work maybe 6 months later. This is you've been away for years, and thus you have to get more on top of things.
Exactly.
Great stuff.
Yeah, it's really great stuff and really important stuff as well. I mean, it's one generation of workers, but it's the next generation of workers as well.
It really is. Yes, I just read 10,000 baby boomers are retiring every day in the U.S. So the future of the workforce is going to look very diverse.
Allison, thank you so much.
Allison, thank you very much. We appreciate it.